Good evening, students. Today's topic is grade 11 chemistry basic concepts equivalent mass. So to identify the equivalent mass, we have a simpler formula here, that is equivalent mass is equal to m by ABCNV. What is this ABCNV? So we know m is molecular mass and A is acidity of base and B basicity of acid, C is change in oxidation number and N number of electrons transferred and V is valency of that particular element. So for the given question you can use this formula and solve. Let us see the first case, that is nothing but for base. Example, you take NaOH and CaOH twice. To calculate the equivalent mass of NaOH, how to apply this formula? So the formula says E is equal to molecular mass by acidity of this base. First find the molecular mass for NaOH. Sodium atomic mass is 23, oxygen 16, hydrogen 1. So the molecular mass of NaOH is 40. Now, how to find the acidity? When you write NaOH, we know that you have one OH minus ion. To neutralize this, we will add one H plus ion in the form of HCl. So therefore, as you have added one H plus ion, you can say that it is known as monoacidic base. We can say that the acidity of NaOH is 1, hence we will write it as 1. So E is equal to 40. Hope you have understood this, how to calculate the equivalent mass of any base. Second example is given as CaOH twice. The formula is same, that is nothing but m by acidity. If you want to calculate the equivalent mass of CaOH twice, we have to calculate first molecular mass. What is the molecular mass? Calcium. So atomic mass 40. For O2, 16 into 2, that is 32, and hydrogen you have 2. So we can say that the molecular mass of CaOH twice is 74. Now let us substitute the molecular mass. Now what about the acidity of this base? When you write CaOH twice, we can find that it is giving us 2OH minus. To neutralize that, we need to add 2 H plus ions. Hence we can say that the acidity of this is 2. So 74 by 2, 37. Hence we can find the equivalent mass of CaOH twice as 37. So first formula can be applied to find out the equivalent mass of bases. Let us move to the second one. So this formula is applied to calculate the equivalent mass of an acid. So examples for acids, let us take HCl and H2SO4. First one, whenever they give m by b, that is nothing but the equivalent mass is equal to molecular mass divided by basicity of an acid. First one HCl, we know this is having one H plus, therefore you have to add only one OH minus. So we can identify that it is monobasic acid. First one we calculated basicity. Now what is meant by molecular mass here? H it is 1. For chlorine you know 35.5 is the atomic mass. We can find the molecular mass of HCl as 36.5. Therefore E is equal to 36.5 by basicity. So we can identify the equivalent mass of HCl as 36.5. Second one, for H2SO4, we know that we can split it into 2H plus. To neutralize this, how many OH minus we need to add? We need to add 2 OH minus. Therefore, it is known as diacidic base. So we are calculating for H2SO4. So equivalent mass is equal to m by basicity, nothing but, here we can take it as dibasic acid. M is, we can calculate for H2SO4 it is 98, so 2, 32, 16 fourths, 64, so we are getting 98. So 98 divided by the basicity is 2, hence we get equivalent mass is 49. So we can identify the equivalent mass of HCl as well as H2SO4 using the second formula. Similarly, you can apply the same formula for oxidation state if it is changing, and next, number of electrons transferred, and last one is valency of element. So how to find the equivalent mass for any element? So let us take an example of sodium and magnesium. To calculate equivalent mass of element, example we can take sodium and magnesium. So we have E is equal to m by valency. Here what will be the molecular mass? We can even call it as atomic mass because we are not taking the molecules here. Hence this can be written as atomic mass by valency. For sodium, so E is equal to 23 by valency is 1, hence we can say equivalent mass of sodium is 23. Now second one for magnesium, the atomic mass of magnesium is, so 24 divided by, and the valency is 2, hence we can write it as 12. So for sodium the equivalent mass 23, and for magnesium the equivalent mass is 12. So using this formula we can calculate the equivalent mass. Hope you have understood this. Thank you so much.